Morning everyone, my name is Jaden and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about The Green Knight. I don't know, the Green Knight, I'm not sure if this counts as a horror film. No, it's an action, not an action, it's an adventure fantasy drama, whatever. Okay, roll intro. So The Green Knight is directed by David Lowery and stars Dev Patel, Alicia Vikander, Joel Edgerton. I'm just scrolling through the list. It's by Studio A24 or A24, who also did films such as The Lighthouse, which I've talked about in one of my Harry Potter reviews. Actually, I don't think it's published by the time it comes out. Hereditary, and one of my favorite horror films. Well, Hereditary is my second favorite horror film. And The Vivitch, or The Witch. I like saying The Vivitch because it's more syllables. But this one I don't really, so I'm reading the description from Letterboxd. It says, an epic fantasy adventure based on the timeless Arthurian legend. The Green Knight tells the story of Sir Gawain, King Arthur's reckless and headstrong nephew, who embarks on a daring quest to comfort the eponymous Green Knight, a gigantic emerald-skinned stranger and tester of man. This film, it's by A24. I love it a lot. I love pretty much all A24 films I've seen. I've seen The Disaster Artist, Hereditary, I've seen a little bit of Midsommar or whatever it's called, The Vivitch, and The Lighthouse, and The Disaster Artist. That's one of my favorite films, but I don't have it on me right now, so I can't really review it, but I think it might be on Netflix, I'm not sure. But, yeah, this film, it's incredibly shot, beautifully shot, well-paced. See, so it's very adventure-y, but it, there's a lot of foreshadowing. Is it well built? It's arguable, but there's not really much to say about this. It's like, because it's not like a Lord of the Rings action film. It's more of a calming, not calming, but it's more of like a, I haven't seen it, but Revenant type, where it follows this guy. There's not much dialogue. There's like a fox, and then it's just a lot. It is very intense in some parts. One of my biggest problems with it is, well, I wouldn't really call it a problem because it kind of fits in specific moments, but it is really character building, but it's not like Joker character building where it's about the character rather than the stuff the character does, which is like subtle character building, but it's more about the characters like doing instead of the building itself. The Green Knight as a villain, I don't think this film really has a villain except for the obstacles he has to defeat along the way. But I honestly really wouldn't call him a main character until the last 30 minutes, even though we're going on this journey with him. He doesn't really feel like it because we don't get to know him that well. But there's one scene where he's waiting for what's happening to him. This is not gonna be a spoiler review, but what is going to happen to him, and it shows he's not going to chicken out of this. He's going to do this. It's so interesting on what's going to happen. It's very unpredictable. I am slowly getting into fantasy right now. I read all the Harry Potter books this summer. The video is going to be coming out through August. Through August I'm going to be having Order of the Phoenix all the way through Deathly Hallows. But, or Goblet of Fire all the way through Deathly Hallows, sorry. But it's very pensive, and you meet different things along the way, and it raises a bunch of questions, which is every other A24 film. It's kind of like a formula, but it's not as annoying as a formula, because it's a lot. It's not as much as a formula as much as it's just something else, man. It's quite a bit to deal with. It's very hard to talk about A24 films because there's no verb to describe it. The only way I can really describe this is it's just brilliant. It's genius. It's very metaphorical in what it does. It leaves it up to the imagination, and It's just letting... the whole thing is that it's a conversation afterward. It's building something up, and you have a conversation about the thing afterward, which I love about A24 films. That's probably the main basis for A24 films, and it's a lot. I'm glad that it got I think it might be worldwide theatrical release. It made over, it's almost at $1 billion or over $1 billion, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was really worth it. It's kind of long, but still, but it's definitely for a very specific audience. If you're looking for action adventure, this is not that film. If you're looking for, I don't know the different levels of fantasy that well, but like high fantasy, I don't know what it's called, but yeah. I don't know if this considers a horror, but there are definitely horror-esque parts. It's probably like Jurassic Park level horror, where it's on the verge, but it doesn't really count. Whatever James A. Janisse says. I don't know. But if there's a kill count, I'll link it when it comes out if I remember to. But yeah, that was... okay. But, yeah, there's not really much to say about it. It's just... it's not really the... it was... because there's not much dialogue or anything. Well, it's... okay. It's fine. It's like, it's fine written and stuff. It's not my favorite A24 film. That's going to go to Hereditary. But... it was still really good. It's a theater film. It's gorgeous. The forest scenes are everything. Cinematography. But it felt too much like Ari Aster, where he, especially Hereditary, where he utilizes the same thing, like just meh. But yeah, The Green Knight. If you don't know my rating system, a golden ticket is an 8 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10, and a trophy is a 9.5 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. This is probably going to be a short video, but I give The Green Knight an 8 out of 10. Solid golden ticket. Yeah, it was really good. It just, there was some stuff that was, it did, like... I was debating on giving it a 9 or an 8.5, but then thinking about it, it was a solid 8. It was flat there. It's like, I gave Inglourious Bastards a 6.5 because I had my reasons. Very low, like just super slow. Hateful Eight's probably around a 6. But did I say it's 8.5? No, I gave Inglourious Bastards 6.5, and Hateful Eight is probably going to be around that same thing. But like, this one, it's like, I have weird ratings because I gave Cruella an 8, and I moved my Sleepaway Camp rating. I don't care, do whatever, 7.5 or 5 out of 10. I don't care. You do you. But it's just, I have a weird, like, I'm really big on pacing, but yeah, that's just my opinion. I hope this is more than like 8 minutes so I can put time codes, because it's actually very fun doing that. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay golden, everyone. I like that intro. It's Outsiders reference, which I'm supposed to be reading, but I'm kind of reading The Shining right now. But yeah, so I think next, if I can get to that, I think next is going to be a Friday the 13th review, then The Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, so on and so forth. And then Stephen King September. I'm trying to do Stephen King September, like I'm trying to prepare for it with reading and stuff. I just don't know if I will be able to be done by that, but I'm on the 3rd part out of the 5. So yeah, The Shining. Yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay golden, everyone. I don't want to ramble on for much longer because I have another video to film. Yeah.